Chotomachi kudasai. Bear with me. I'm doing my usual stuff and messing stuff up. Alright, gonna be... What is going on with Twitter? Hello! Twitter's being weird. Anybody else having Twitter issues? I was trying to share it with Twitter by auto and it wasn't working. I've been fighting with Twitter for the last minute, 2 minutes. Hey. Boo. Well, some of us are old and still use Twitter. It's me. I'm old and still use Twitter. Ugh, I've had a day. Lots of boxes. Lots of boxes to pack. So many boxes. Nice. Yeah, I got supposed to have game tonight, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm actually gonna, you know, feel like attending. Did that work? Did I get to work? I just went to the mobile app. Let's see. Come on, man. Twitter. Why are you being like this? Ugh. Yeah, I don't think it's working. Oh well, whatever. Maybe I'll try later. Okay, anyways, I'll go ahead and get to burning. No, this isn't Nadesco. Hi. So today is Camaraderie is the theme, and I am going to make it as gay as I can because it's me. No, I'm kidding. It's not going to be that gay. I swear. I don't know how to make myself have shifty eyes in this. But anyways. So, yeah, I picked the poets already. It's Tural and Radulf. I just hear Arata's tail thumping against the wall. Yell at work. Do it all. You can have it all. I believe you. Alright. I swear I'm done this time. Silence. My music broke. Give me a second. Alright, yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Technical difficulties now with my music. I will get that right back up. Okay, cool. Back. Hello, the swarm. Alright, got my music back. It's just been a day, guys. Alright, back to it. I think I made this too big. I want to make it smaller. Maybe move it up higher? I don't know. Yeah, I do this. Draw half of it and then erase it all. I should probably put Ranafe on in the background too. It was so much easier when she was streaming and during the yeah, in the afternoon. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, it's been a day. Like I said, it's been a day. It's really been a pretty stressful year, week. I don't know, everything. I'm dealing a lot less better. I'm not dealing as good with stress as I used to when I was younger. I'm ready to be young again. Racer, come back here. Do it. Get it. Well, once Inktober is over, I'm only going to be streaming on Tuesdays for sure. That will be my scheduled day. I will periodically jump on when I feel like it on the other days, but not like scheduled stuff. So it's gonna be really random. And then once a month on a Saturday, I'll do a karaoke stream with Too Much Wong or whoever else I managed to get in on with me. Oh my gosh, somebody just touched my butt. I assume it's my cat. Yeah. Thanks, Arata. Well, the biggest problem is both Cosplaying Kitten and Ranafe are talking about doing 3 days of streams. So I was like, it only really left me with, that doesn't even really leave me with one, but I was like, screw it, I'm going to take the one I want anyways. So, and I talked to Too Much Wong to figure out which day would be best. And then right now, because of the Inktober, I can't do anything until Too Much Wong gets off work. So that leaves me not being able to do anything until after 5, which is when everyone else gets off work. So I'm like, yep, oh well. I was doing my best. It was a lot easier, like I said, when it was afternoon for Anafe, but I know Anafe has work. I just can't do afternoon because of I'd have to like, I don't know, I'd have to really rearrange my setup. Blurriness again. I can't make this thing behave. Hello, cat. I see you have returned. Okay, let's see. Go ahead and. It looks really weird right now. Daddy's sleeping, so Rada does not like that mommy is ignoring him. Rada, what are you doing? I just washed that jacket. think that head's too big. Alright, I'm going to start populating it. Maybe that will help me make it look a little better. Find my references. Radulf is always cheeky about everything. I swear. Yeah, you would have like that. Hands, man. Come to the sun with me, so I can light you on fire and we can both die in a blaze. What a romantic song. I should probably not be allowed to write love songs. Fire solves everything, guys. Don't worry. Hands, man. Hands. Why are there more of them? People don't need this many hands, right? Why does everyone need 2 hands? Why can't they just have 1? I think I'm gonna not actually draw his cloak on him this time, because it doesn't really make sense for this situation. By his, I mean Tural's, not Radulf. Radulf doesn't wear a cloak. He barely wears clothes. I don't even know what I'm doing with this piece of hair. That looks a little better, I think. Looks a little more like people anyways. Gonna keep messing with his hair now because I don't like how the back of his head looks. He's got really like crazy hair though, because he always looks like he doesn't brush it, which is weird because he showers like so frequently. I know that's something really random that came up in one of the side stories. He's a little obsessive about cleanliness. Ugh, this head. I think it's because I can't see the ear well. Maybe let's fix this a little bit. Looks a little better, I think. Definitely looks more like Tural now. Okay, cool. Cool! Hilt. Yeah, he has some weird vest thing on he wears. It's blue, by the way. Like an aqua color. It's the most color he has on him because everything else is like tans or browns or black. Ow. Neck again. Forgot he's got some weird like chop thing on too. He basically is wearing chaps. I guess that's the best way to say it. It's not some weird chap thing. Like some weird chap thing. It is some weird chap thing. I don't know. It's kind of going like a cowboy-ish motif for some of his theme, but not much of it. It's fantasy. It doesn't have to make sense, right? Ah, bah, 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 bah. Alright, let's see. Let's add some more detail to Radulf. Maybe I should have that belt undone, because that doesn't really make sense if he's... Cause yeah, that's, I guess he's got those belts that hold on his vest that he hardly ever wears. God, his pants are so weird. I like it. It's not perfect, but it's cute. I take it. I ship it. Posture check. I hear till the end of time, and all I think about is Star Ocean till the end of time. Ooh, maybe I should do a Star Ocean costume for that. I've got a cosplay like panel thing I'm gonna be on next week as part of an event at a library online virtual library show, and I have no idea what to wear for it because you know that's my story of my life problem. All these cosplay and nothing to wear. I did decide for Halloween I'm gonna actually wear Tubi for part of it because I will also be very Kane from the Archive of Sinners for a little bit to do a live author Q&A. Which I may not actually bother to do too much insane makeup for him because I'm going to go into a girl costume and I don't want to go between girl and guy. Although he looks pretty effeminate, so that helps a little. So, in some really exciting news to me, anyways, my light novel was finally ready to have the first chapter go up on my Patreon today. So I'm super excited about that. Can't wait to. I got another Patreon too, so that's always really cool. I hope everyone enjoys reading it, and as it actually gets into stuff that isn't the prologue, people will enjoy it even more. Because I've been wanting to write it forever, but there were some issues with it initially. So, hello, Brimstar, and your flexing arm. I actually have a color tier for the light novel, but I've been lazy because nobody's in that tier right now, so I haven't actually finished coloring the picture. But I don't think it'll be a problem. I don't expect anyone to end up in that tier. I wonder if Twitter's being nice now. It's so weird. Never had Twitter be that mean. Nope, Twitter's still being mean. C'est la vie. Forgot what I was doing. This pen. I wanted this one. Since I had such success with my Copics last night on Radulf, I will do the same and not kill a Sharpie. Be a good girl. I mean, I also still have the Copics out because I have a commission to finish later today. Almost done. Thank you. And now we're to the hands. Fingers. We actually took a short break from Gundam X to watch the rest of Dr. Stone, because we had started it and we're like, oh, these two characters are so annoying, and hadn't gone very far. And then a blonde girl showed up. That's not quite right. Oh my god. They left like right away, which if we had watched one more episode, we would have seen. I guess 1 or 2 more episodes. The two friends of Senku's at the beginning. Senku was an okay character, but those two just made it really awful. And then, like, I saw some stuff about Kohaku, and I had so many people tell me that I would really like Kohaku, and I was like, I'll see. Yeah, Taiju and Yuzuriya. I was like, I don't even remember them. They haven't been in the series for so long. But yeah, no, and so of course, then Akiba Solo got a Kohaku figure up for pre-order, and so Too Much Wong was like, do we need to order this? I need to know, do we need to order this? Yeah, I'm glad that they were badly that. So we ended up plowing through it just so you could see if you wanted to order the Kohaku figure. The answer is yes, by the way. Don't worry, Too Much Wong pre-ordered it too. That's why we watched this series. It was just so he was like, do I need to pre-order this blonde girl and not miss out? Because we missed out on a bunch of the Gundam characters and stuff we liked. So he's like, we're not missing this one. Let's watch it and find out. But yeah, we watched everything from this season. So season 2 doesn't start till next time, some year. No, next year, sometime. So it'll be interesting. Is it really different? I was like, I like the anime. I thought it was a pretty good flow. My favorite character is Gen because I'm a horrible person. I also really like Kinro and Ginro. For female, it's definitely Kohaku though. Although I did like the fact that Ruri wasn't horrible either, because I was like, she looked like she'd be Lo is like, you know, maiden in distress kind of thing. But no, it's got a really likable cast, at least from what I've met so far. I don't think Gen's particularly sexy. I just like him as a character. Him and his cola. I really like those kind of characters though, that are like shifty, but not really as shifty as you think they are. I usually really like the smart characters, but I think Senku's a bit too much for me. He is a very cosplayable character. Although, if we cosplay from it, Too Much Wong has requested I do Kohaku. Preferably in her winter outfit, because he really likes that outfit. He would actually probably do Chrome just because of ease. Oh, awesome. You'll be a turnip head. Some kind of vegetable head. I hate his hair. I like Senku as a character now, but I absolutely hate his hair. It's so bad. Yeah. You're gonna probably want to base it with something like even like lightweight foam or something to help keep it up. Unless you get a really thick wig and put lots of wefts in. But I think it would actually be lighter if you go with foam. Like so behind on all the cosplay I wanted to do this year, which, you know, losing the job and then everything that happened, it was like, I needed the break. It's not actually that surprising. Girl characters tend to get first from Mega House, and they are more popular. Like, I think with Mega House, they have way more, like, of the girls from Naruto, and I don't think, I'm trying to think, I don't think they've done Naruto or Sasuke yet from Boruto versions, but they've done Hinata and Sakura already. I'd just put them on our shelves. That's the only reason I know. I mean, I'm really glad they didn't do like Yuzuriya or something first. But yeah, Mega House has always been really weird with their stuff. At least their quality's starting to look better too, which I appreciate. Because some of their earlier Mega House stuff was like, ooh. The Kohaku one looks to have a pretty good paint job. We'll see when it actually comes in. I just wish they weren't so small. Yeah, I stopped collecting. Well, I was collecting Nami figures for a while because I wanted to get one of every version I cosplayed, which I think I'm missing like one or two, and that's it because I did some really obscure cosplayed variations. That was my own fault. But yeah, I just got tired of it because I'm like, they're all the same. At least give me a different pose. I ended up selling some actually. Like, I love you, Nami, but I just can't. I need to go back to One Piece too. I kind of got out of it after everything happened with Komiko, but I still like the series a lot. I just kind of fell off. The time skip didn't help because that first arc after the time skip was horrible. So yeah, I'm a little behind. I stopped reading it when they were heading off to find where Sanji disappeared to. It's been a while. Oh, yeah, well, he was talking about it only supposed to be running after the time hop. He said it would only run for like another 10 years. He said it'd run for like 10 years at that point, I think, and he said it'd be like, it was like halfway through. We got a random box of stuff we couldn't sell, and there was a really cool Ace figure in there, and they had the Sabo that connects to it, so I stole them both. They're on my desk now. But yeah, they have that kid from Wano with them, don't they? Oh, I think that's one of the pre-orders I shipped out today too. Was a Nami from Wano, Mega House, of course. If it wraps up, that's gonna be the easiest time for me to read it. I haven't been able to keep up with most manga anymore. I just don't have time. I think being out of a job would mean I'd have more time, but I don't. That's also partially my own fault because I don't know how to stop taking on projects. But I don't know what to do with myself. I wonder if he's got any plans for a series after One Piece too. Since I haven't been keeping up, with his stuff. I should go see if I can find his Twitter and follow that. I watched both of those. I've watched both of those, but I haven't kept up. I was keeping up with Conan for a while, and I fell off that too. I just haven't had any time. I keep up with the anime of Conan, kind of. I usually wait for like 3 episodes to drop before I watch it. And then I started reading the Ahiru no Sora manga, but because I finished all the anime, and it obviously didn't cover it all. But I think it covers like the first 70 chapters, so I'm still in the stuff I've actually seen the anime, and it's really close. There's not a lot of changes so far. I'm not that far into it, but I've been reading that before getting out of bed in the morning because I'm lazy and like to lay down in bed for an hour reading. I don't usually read manga though. I usually read actual like novels. I got 8 pages left in a novel. I should probably finish that. Yeah, I'm curious to see like we had so many like hit or miss seasons there for a while. I'm just kind of like I don't know, but this season, this last season wasn't too bad. And this season so far, there's not a whole lot that jumps out at me. There's a couple shows that I wanted to see that started this week, so I'll have to actually. I'm probably gonna wait for a couple episodes to come out so I can see the reviews and if it's worth it. Been only watching the new Higurashi. That's it. Which I've only ever read one of the manga from Higurashi, and I didn't realize how different all the stories were. I was just like, this is the end because I read all of that storyline, so I assumed it was over. That was my fault. I'm not really into horror though, so. I mean, I really enjoyed Another, but part of it was because it was kind of over the top, but also still like a realistic twist on it. And then that was also one of the first series in a long time that I did not actually predict who the culprit was. So I was like, wow, I did not see that coming. I was thinking too hard. That was my fault. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean they did a really good job with the red herrings and stuff in there. So it was really well written, and the characters were likable. And my 2 favorite characters were 2 of the only characters that survived, and they were side characters. So I'm like, yeah, no, that one wasn't too bad. I know horror. If I'm watching it, I tend to do like Netflix horror shows. Like I need to watch Haunting of Bly Manor or whatever. I need to see that one. I usually let myself watch something like that around this season because Halloween. Haven't even had time for Netflix shows. I am not. I don't do it because of that. I just don't find it that interesting. I'm not like easily scared at all. Like nothing really phases me. Too much Wong, on the other hand, jumps for everything. I mean, I'm the kind of person like when he was playing. Oh, I can't remember what that name was. The game was called Wick, I think, where you're like stuck out in the middle of a forest and you're a child. This is a weird description of it, but you're a child because your friends dared you to or something. And like you have to survive like 6 hours, and every time like new ghosts show up and they get harder. Well, at one point he got too scared, so he animated the controller, and this ghost that you're not supposed to make eye contact with showed up, and it was right in front of us. And of course he's screaming, and I just looked up at the sky and spun around because apparently if you don't make eye contact, it doesn't matter what else you do, so you don't even have to move. The whole time he spent running, and I just stood and spun. I was like, I'm just gonna do this. If it gets us, it gets us. It didn't. It went away. I was like, oh. He didn't know how to handle that. I was like, this is me in horror games. Spins! But yeah, that's me. I mean, Too Much Wong even jumped at Clock Tower 3 though at one point. Only once. So that's at least not like it wasn't a constant thing, and that game is not that scary. Except for their over dramatic actions they give them later on. Some horror games have really good stories though. Like the Fatal Frame ones are amazing. Especially, well, the earlier ones. Some of the later ones were a little, well, six? Is that the number? 5? I don't remember how many went up to. 6, I think. I might be wrong. Was whatever the latest one was. That one was, I think it was for the Wii U. It was actually really well done too. I'm sad that they haven't done talked about another one though since then. Like that one was good. They're fun. I mean, if you're not good with horror, you may not be great with them. There's not a whole lot of jump scares, but there's a lot of moments where you're kind of completely vulnerable. In fact, my favorite one was the first one we started with 3, or I guess no, technically we started with 2, but so Too Much Wong didn't bother to look up the summary for 3 to realize that it basically pulls back elements from both 1 and 2. So all the stuff from 1 was new to me because I hadn't played it, but we get to the part that overlaps with 2, which has my favorite character in it. And I'm like looking around and I was like, huh, I bet you if you turn left at this hallway, it will lead you to the kitchen. And it did. And he's like, what? How did you know that? I was like, this looks exactly like the house from 2. I'm really good at navigation in video games, by the way. And sure enough, it was. But when you're playing he, unlike all the other characters who have like the camera and limited film that they can fight back with, he has absolutely nothing. All he can do is hide. So yeah, you spend a lot of that just avoiding getting the ghost getting you. But it's got really good lore and stuff too, so. I like games with stories, so horror games have better stories than I expected from a lot of them. There's still a lot of ones that make you like, eh. I have not played Witcher 3. I almost bought it when I had some gift card credit at Best Buy, but when I was reading people's reviews, they were all like, if you're gonna get it, get like the version with all the extras, don't get the base one, and I could only afford the base one with the credit. So I got 2 other games instead. It's on my list. Because I watched the Witcher series and I really enjoyed it. I did not enjoy doing the Witcher side quest in Monster Hunter, but the one where you have to solo it, yeah. But I play Sword and Shield in Monster Hunter, so it's not exactly the strongest weapon. Doing it as a duo isn't too hard, but. But yeah, no, it's on my list of games I want to get at some point. Because yeah, I hear Witcher 3 is amazing. And I was never really good at that style of game, but after playing like some games more similar to it, I did pretty well. So, I mean, I still have some issues and I'm not necessarily great, but I can work through them. I mean, like, I got the Uncharted games with my PS4? And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to play these games. And then everyone was like, play them. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll play them. And oh my god, I'm so glad I did. They were amazing. I still have the last game that was not the Alright, have some fun. Go eat your BLT. Yeah, I saw that on Ranaface chat. I've been hopping in there every now and then. I'll just keep talking to myself though. But yeah, so Uncharted, I haven't played the one with the 2 girls. Hi, nobody's here. I'm talking to myself. What? Yep. I have her on in the background, but these what? I don't know where your headphones are. Did you put them away? When are you gonna take the Hildolfer into space? Too much Wong walked in. I'm not actually talking to myself, guys. I swear. He woke from his nap. Arado was bothering me while you were asleep, though. He was like, nobody's up. Nobody's paying attention to me. I hate this. I swear this sound just sounded like it said, who's a good boy? Some weird Miku-ness going on now. Speaking of horror games, though, I see there's some fun co-op horror games that have come out. What is it? Phantasmia? Phantomia? Phantasmobobia? Blah 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 blah. I'm not very good at these names. Co-op looks fun. Ghost hunting. I see. I had Steam open earlier, so I could accept somebody's friend request. So I keep seeing it pop up in the corner of my monitor, and I see that some of my Steam friends are playing it. It's like, cool. Is it good? It looks amazing. I really like co-op games though, so I really wish there was more games like Resident Evil Revelations 2. I really like that one because I had a crowbar. I like having crowbars, by the way. I prefer that over guns. I can only shoot with a sniper rifle, which is the weirdest thing ever. But back when I played Overwatch, I was like, Anna was the first character I picked up because I could play her. Okay, and I was like, okay, must be a fluke or something. It's weird because I had trouble with both Widowmaker and Dad, so I was like, probably not the sniper rifle. It's just something weird, right? Well, then I was playing Resident Evil 6 with Too Much Wong, and like one of the modes, it's when you're playing Leon's story, I believe. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's Ada's. Either way, anyways, it's not important. At one point, you get a sniper rifle, and I was basically doing like doing C rank for all of my shooting up until that point, and then suddenly after that, on that particular level, my shooting went up to like a B, and I was like, what is going on here? And then the next level, one person, it was like split because it was like a boss level kind of thing. So one person basically had a sniper rifle the whole time, where the other one had whatever. So I took the sniper rifle. I got S rank. I was like, wow. So yeah, apparently I'm good with the sniper rifle, but nothing else. I mean, I'm the person who tried to play, when I was trying to play Resident Evil 4 initially, I accidentally put my gun away and couldn't figure out how to get it back out. So I was just kind of stab every zombie. Lost Plaga or whatever. My friend who was playing it with me was like, Jinx, his name, was like, what are you doing? Please stop. And we died. And so he played the rest of the game for me. I just watched him play. For the most part, with like a lot of games, especially like the horror ones, I haven't actually played them myself. I watched Too Much Wong play them, or somebody else play them, and just, you know, socialized and helped, because I'm really good at navigating in games, and I'm good at finding items. Those are my specialties. Jumping is definitely not one of them. In fact, it's hilarious because even in Max Gundam Maxi boots, I end up with the jumping issue. They're like, oh, we're gonna boost over this wall. We're gonna jump over this wall, and I'm like, I'm stuck against a wall. I can boost okay now. I haven't played that game in a while either. I haven't had much time for games. Kind of getting caught up on stuff again though. I had to take on a bunch of commissions, and that kind of killed some stuff, and then I got behind on Patreon stuff. I still really, it's halfway through the month and I haven't done anything for my Patreon rewards. Still waiting on one of them to tell me what he wants, but oh, Tural's so cute when he grumpy. Told you guys I was gonna make this look gay. As a creator, I ship it, therefore it must be a ship. Yeah, I never really explored much of their relationship in this series. But I'm sure Radulf would find a way to get Tural in his lap. I have no doubt about this. I haven't really done anything new or exciting since yesterday. Today was my quote-unquote day off, which basically meant I did a bunch of Akiba soul hacking, so nothing exciting there. A lot of boxes to take out. Saw some stuff for people I knew, so I sent them threatening messages. The usual. Oh, I got a new sketchbook in today. That's exciting. That was my early birthday present to myself, because my birthday's not until next month. But my sketchbook has like 3 pages left, and I still gotta finish stuff, so I was gonna run out of it really fast. Especially because while I did the art for As Written in Copics, I was originally gonna not do it in Copics and I was gonna do it digital, but then I did like a poll and everyone was like, Copics! Like, wow, people really wanted them in Copics. I kind of feel it fits the light novel look better anyway, so I'm like, it's fine. And so because of that, I also decided that when I actually do color the interior picture, I will do it in Copics as well. So it's out here, it's ready. But I had to, both of them were done initially in the sketchbook, so I had to reprint them on cardstock. So I have a sketchbook that's specifically that I use for like yeah, stuff like that. Copics. I forgot the word. Sorry guys. It's that it's been a day. Thicker paper. Like this paper in here is probably maybe 35 pound. At most it's 65, and even that I think is stretching it. It's definitely weightier than 20 pound, but it's still really flimsy. So I'm gonna say it's probably 35. I mean, I've seen some 65 pound that was really flimsy though. I used to work at a print shop, so. In fact, it's great if you have me and my friends together, and they're back when they were able to hand out flyers and stuff before the pandemic. They'd always hand us stuff, and we'd always be like, "Ooh, look at this paper." We talk about the weight and the gloss and the finish and stuff, and it's just like great. I prefer actually like satin finish to gloss. Matte's nice on some things. My car goes in on November 2nd, so that's the first day that my car will go into the repair shop for all that fun stuff. Be without my car for a couple days. They're supposed to be giving me a rental. I actually don't know how long it's going to take either. So the estimate was super high. It's like, ugh, my car's not really worth that much. I have a 2008 Mitsubishi Eclipse GS, so nothing really fancy, no sunroof, no convertible version, just the car. I did swap out the stereo for a one with a auxiliary port, because yeah, mine didn't even have a freaking auxiliary port, and now it has a backup cam. In fact, that's one of the things I'm kind of regretting. Last year for Christmas, I let myself buy a backup cam and new stereo for my car as a present to myself. But, you know, nobody expected the pandemic, and I didn't expect to lose my job. So I had figured it would already be paid off by now. Instead, I still owe like $200 on it. I was like, gosh. Bills have been fun during this. So yeah, if you have some extra cash, feel free to commission me or support me on like Patreon or even here. Patreon, you can get a tier as low as $3 a month. Come on, guys. Makes me feel good too. I have been applying to jobs, but the market's a little saturated, extremely. I'm not the only one applying for jobs. I know so many of my friends are applying for jobs too that lost them. I also feel like every single designer I know lost their job, I swear. Probably not necessarily true, but that's what I feel like it is. Oh, the edge of the paper again. Yeah, I also have a sketchbook picked out for what I want to do this in next year. I won't be buying it for a while, but it is a I have one of it over there somewhere that's similar, just a little bigger. It's a higher than 70-pound weight paper. It's nice. It's multimedia kind of stuff. Also wire bound, so don't have to run into this thing because you can flip it open all the way. I honestly hate sketchbooks like this, to be fair. I'm not sure why I decided to pick this one up for Inktober the first year I did it, but because of that, I've been using the same one ever since. So this is the last year to get something in. It's almost full. As you can see, I'm getting near the end of it. Oh, did I give any color to his vest? I don't even know if you can see it in that one. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. I said his vest is like a light aqua color. It's kind of weird. Just like Radulf's color scheme is primarily black and gray, so in his case, the only real color you see on him is when he brings out his guardian weapon, which is red, like I said yesterday during the stream when I was drawing it. I made a lot of black in here this time too, because both of them have black on. And then of course we have Tural's gray, because his skin is darker. He's tan. He lives in the desert. He do that. Although he has blonde hair. Because I thought it was cute. Blowing me up? What? This song? Guys, it gets quiet and I can actually hear the music. What else to talk about? Earlier, well, I was say last night I watched Korone's new English only stream. Gosh, she's so cute. I still need to get Assassin's Creed Syndicate at some point. Play after watching her play it because it looks so much fun. Never played an Assassin's Creed game though, but I guess it's not a bad time to start. And her English is so funny. Oh no, Independence Day again! Or something like that. I'm going down to get my markers, guys. That's why I'm off my screen. Ooh ah! Okay, cool. I'll just pull out the 2 I need. I'll probably have to grab refills at some point. It's hoodie weather today. It got cold. I was getting kind of spoiled with the 60 and 70-degree weather. I want it back. Paper is so thin, these markers just don't work quite the way I want them to. Oh look, you see his collarbone this time. Collarbones. Because it doesn't really matter if I get it on his pants since they're black. What is this weird chipmunk music? Oh, there's a chipmunk in the middle of the road today. My mother almost ran it over. She was very distraught. She stopped in time, didn't run it over, but still, she's like, no, it's a chipmunk. It's gonna get hit. I don't know, that's not particularly important. I'm just trying to find stuff to talk about. Oh, this gray is dying. I should probably stop trying to shade when I'm not supposed to shade. I mean, I can, but I'd usually try to make these really simple so they're fast. So I'll leave it like that. Okay, cool. We're done. I swear, we're done. With the gray. Alright, let's go to the black. Black! Yeah, there's a lot of black in here, because all of these guys have black somewhere on them. All of these guys, there's two. Ah, my neck again. Tomorrow's Friday. That's good, right? Tomorrow is Cosplaying Kitten's birthday. That's exciting. My big sister's birthday. I have nothing special planned for her. I already gave her her birthday gift. Well, part of it anyways. I really feel bad about giving some people art for holidays and birthdays and stuff too. So I don't do a lot of art as presents. It's just some weird thing I have. In my mind, they don't want it, therefore they don't get it. But it's so totally okay if I get art for my birthday as presents. Or for any other holiday. Is that it's very weird and backwards. It's just me. We all have our little quirks like that, right? I didn't even check to make sure the paper wasn't underneath it. It is, but it kind of looks like a skunk right now. I hope he doesn't smell like one. I mean, Radulf does bathe, but not to the extent that Tural does. He's a little obsessive. If you guys have ever read Desert Tracer, that comes up at the end of the Heine's story chapter, which I think is the last chapter in the book. It's like a little side story thing. I think it's literally called Heine's Tale. But I'm still shocked that this is the winning prompt for the year, but thanks, guys. Hey, look, I'm hiding my pen mistakes. Ha ha ha! Mostly only putting the highlights here on, especially on Tural, because his clothes isn't particularly shiny. Mostly putting it here anyways, because I need to break up where the black ends and stuff, because otherwise you can't see it. This is like black, not like dark gray or something. When I color digitally, I don't ever use black as the base color. I always use like a dark blue. Now Radulf, on the other hand, does actually wear like leather because he's weird. Thought my music broke for a second. I guess it's just the way it works. So I should say, I guess I thought my music broke again. Yeah, let him undo that buckle at top too, because he's got 2 buckles on his jacket. One right near the neckline, and then one on the bottom. The one on the bottom he always has open, but on this one I actually made the one at the chest open too, because you know Charles yanking the back of his shirt. I didn't want it to be like he was getting like choked. I don't know, maybe that's his kink. Never went that far with this series. Speaking of horror series on Netflix, yes, I'm back to that topic. I hear Ratchet is pretty good too. The one about Nurse Ratchet or whatever. Like that's, as far as I know, it's like the nurse from Once Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, right? At least that's the opinion, the impression I got on it. I haven't actually seen it, so I don't have like definitive answers on that. But it was recommended to me a couple times, and not just by Netflix. But it was also recommended to me by Netflix. That usual, oh hey, you watch these, so you should watch this. I don't know if there's any good horror movies out this year. I actually really like Asian horror movies because they're very unique. I know Train to Busan is supposed to be getting a sequel, but I'm not sure why. I thought that one actually had a pretty good ending point. I think my favorite genre of movie is probably mystery. I really like fantasy movies too, but if it's a good mystery, oh man, I love a good mystery. Can't say I've particularly watched a good mystery in a while though. There were some good ones that we watched a while back, Asian ones. And then I watched a comedy mystery that Cosplaying Kitten recommended to me. Oh my gosh, it had Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston in it, I think. It was actually pretty fun. I still need to watch Knives Out. I've been told I'd like that one. Can't always trust the stuff my friends recommend me though. Not because they're recommending me stuff that they know I won't like, but rather sometimes their taste is a little Like I've had them be like, "Oh, this is like my favorite movie," and I'll watch it and be like, "I don't know how." You do you. I think I should refill my black. Give me a sec, guys. I don't have that much black left, and I gotta refill it. I keep my refills on the floor too. Everything's on the floor. Throw your hands on the floor. I don't know what that means. I'm pretty sure that's not how they say it. It's in the air, right? Not in the floor. Throw your hands on the floor. You thought you had to only worry about your feet being loose? Now it's your hands too. Sorry, still refilling. Actually, might be about good enough. Okay, cool. I have a list of Copic refills I need to buy. I've got a gift card, so I'm gonna finally use it once I locate it. At least I don't think I used it yet. Oh, this one's only taking me so long because of all the black. Almost there though, just a little longer, guys. It's okay if I mess up these. I'm gonna clean them up with my white pen when I'm done. Okay. I think that's all of the black now. Yeah, I think so. I did that thing again where I took the cap from the one side that was on and put it on the side that didn't have a cap. Oh, my pencil case got moved away. Give me a sec. Ah, it was out of reach. Sorry, guys. Didn't actually mess up too bad this time and go over too much. Got a little bit of shadow, I guess, right here. Guess I'll just sign it right here. Can't tell if I spelled it wrong. If I spell it, write it really small. Alright, finished! Alright, so today with Camaraderie, you have Tural and Radulf. Getting a lot closer than Tural likes, but as close as Radulf likes. Alright, thank you everyone for coming. I'm going to go ahead and get off now, but tomorrow's theme is, I believe it's engagement? Let me verify that. Yep, engagement, which, you know, there's only one couple that starts out engaged in the series and does not end up engaged for a while. Ha 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 ha. So that will be my tomorrow. Lots of black. I'll look at poses and see what I can figure out too for ideas. But yeah, not sure what time. Probably around this time again I'll be on tomorrow. But yeah, that's it. Have a good night, everyone.